The penguin that walked toward death, a strange video, is going viral on social media. In this clip, a penguin leaves its group and starts walking alone toward the mountains of Antarctica instead of the ocean. Many people are connecting this behavior with human emotions like depression, loneliness, or making bold decisions without fear. But the reality is very different. This scene actually comes from a 2007 documentary called Encounters at the End of the World, created by German filmmaker Werner Herzog. No one expected that after almost 20 years, this small moment would become so popular online. In the video, an Adelie penguin is seen separating from its colony and moving in the opposite direction of the sea. For penguins, the ocean is their main source of food and survival. But this penguin was not heading toward life. It was moving toward certain death, into a place where there is no food, no water, and no chance of survival. So why would it do that? To understand this, we first need to explore the life and behavior of penguins in one of the harshest places on Earth, Antarctica. To understand this penguin's behavior, we must first understand where it lives. Antarctica is one of the most extreme places on Earth. It is the coldest continent, with temperatures dropping as low as -90°C. The winds here are incredibly strong, sometimes reaching hurricane-level speeds. In such conditions, survival is almost impossible. If a human body is not properly covered, it can start freezing within seconds. Even boiling water thrown into the air can freeze before hitting the ground. So why do penguins choose to live here? The answer is simple: safety and food. While the land is deadly, the ocean around Antarctica is full of life. It contains huge amounts of small shrimp-like creatures and fish, which are perfect food for penguins. Another important reason is the lack of land predators. Penguins cannot fly and are not fast runners. In other places, they would easily become prey for animals. But in Antarctica, the extreme cold keeps dangerous predators away. So penguins use this freezing land as a natural shield, even though it comes with its own deadly challenges. Even though Antarctica protects penguins from predators, survival here is not easy. Nature always demands a price. Every year, penguins go through a life and death struggle just to survive and reproduce. In Antarctica, there are different types of penguins. Each has its own features and behavior. The largest ones are emperor penguins, which can grow up to 4 feet tall. Then there are chinstrap penguins, recognized by a thin black line under their chin. Gentoo penguins have orange beaks and a white stripe on their heads. Macaroni penguins have yellow feathers on their heads. And finally, there are Adelie penguins, the same type seen in the viral video. They are known for the white ring around their eyes. When winter starts in most parts of the world, animals move to warmer areas. But in Antarctica, penguins do the opposite. They move away from the ocean, deeper into the icy land. This behavior may seem strange, but it plays a very important role in their survival. Penguins move inland mainly for breeding. Near the ocean, there are many dangers like leopard seals, killer whales, and birds that can attack their eggs or babies. Strong waves and winds near the shore can also destroy their nests. That's why penguins travel far into the ice to find safer places, especially emperor penguins. Every year, around May and June, when winter begins, thousands of emperor penguins leave the ocean and start a long journey. They walk up to 100 kilometers to reach their breeding grounds, the same place where they were born. This journey is extremely difficult. There is no food along the way, and they must survive on the energy stored in their bodies. By the time they reach their destination, they are already weak and exhausted. But their mission is clear: to continue their species. After reaching the breeding colony, penguins choose their partners. Male penguins try to attract females by making sounds and performing unique movements. The strongest and healthiest males are usually selected. After mating, the female lays a single egg. At this stage, she is completely exhausted. For nearly 2 months, neither the male nor the female has eaten anything. Now comes the most critical moment. The female carefully transfers the egg to the male's feet without letting it touch the ice. If the egg touches the frozen ground, it can die within seconds. After this, the female returns to the ocean to find food, and the male is left behind, hungry, weak, and standing in freezing temperatures. The male penguin now faces the hardest test. For the next 2 months, he does not eat or drink anything. He stands in temperatures as low as -60°C, holding the egg on his feet. He cannot move too much, because even a small mistake can cause the egg to fall and freeze. To survive the cold, male penguins gather closely in groups. They slowly rotate positions so everyone gets a chance to stay in the warmer center. But still, the conditions are brutal. By the time the female returns, the male has lost more than half of his body weight. In some cases, if the baby hatches before the mother returns, the father feeds it with a special milk produced in his throat. This is the last bit of energy he has. It shows how far a parent can go to protect its child even at the cost of its own life. Unlike emperor penguins, Adelie penguins behave differently. They are more active, social, and sometimes even clever in unusual ways. One interesting thing about them is how they build their nests. Since there is no grass or wood in Antarctica, they use stones to create nests. Each stone is very valuable. A male penguin that builds a better nest has a higher chance of attracting a female. But instead of always working hard, many Adelie penguins choose an easier way: stealing. When another penguin is not looking, they quietly take stones from its nest and add them to their own. Sometimes, penguins even fight over a single stone. Unlike emperor penguins, both parents take turns caring for the egg. While one goes to find food, the other stays behind to protect it. Their system is more balanced, but their behavior can be quite competitive and tricky. Now the biggest question remains: why did that one penguin walk away from its group? Scientists believe this could be due to a mental or navigation error. Penguins have a natural GPS-like system in their brain. They use Earth's magnetic field, the position of the sun, and even smells to find their way. But sometimes, this system can fail. It can happen due to illness, parasites, stress, or extreme hunger. When this happens, the penguin may lose its sense of direction. Instead of heading toward the ocean, It may move in the opposite direction toward danger. Some scientists call this a kind of biological malfunction, but many people see it differently. They think the penguin might be experiencing something like sadness or confusion. When the filmmaker saw this moment, he did not interfere, because Antarctic rules do not allow humans to disturb wildlife. The penguin kept walking alone until it disappeared into the endless ice, a silent journey toward an unknown end.